Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to teach you some tricks and just how to negotiate with Airbnb owners on Airbnb. This is coming from a person that used to work for Airbnb. In 2015, I worked for Airbnb for 2 years and I learned all the ins and outs of what's allowed, what's not allowed, and how far you can really negotiate with these Airbnb owners and how exactly to do that. So, if you don't know, I am Mackenzie and I help women with families move abroad and travel full time in order to create legacy. So, I have been in Brazil for almost 90 days. I will be renewing my visa for another 90 days, September 23rd, which is coming up here soon, right? So, of course, we're looking for more air. We're looking for another Airbnb. I love Marau. I would stay in Marau if it weren't so extremely remote and maybe if my Airbnb were a little bit cheaper. The price is actually fine. The thing I don't like about it is that I do have to pay for my own utilities pretty much. So we'll just electric and then I also get charged for towel service, like a laundry service, sheets, which absolutely love. Happy to pay for that. Totally fine with that, right? But then it's the electricity situation. And then I also pay a fee for like if anything breaks, it can be replaced, or if anything's worn out or used, da 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 da. Okay. So those are my little gripes. Again, it's really not a big deal. I probably would continue to stay here if we weren't in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So I want to go back to the mall. I want to buy new clothes. I want to do certain things that I would normally do as an American that I cannot do here in Maru. Highly recommended. Okay, I will put the link for this particular Airbnb, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna share my previous locations with you guys, whether that's gonna be like personally for people that are actually interested or just kind of blast it out there. I have not really decided, but let's get into it. So, because we do have to leave, there is a location that is closer to renew my visa. It's called Elias, and I think it's about 2 hours away, but I don't have a car. And I could book a transfer and come back, but like I said, I want a new experience. I want to get around more people so I can continue to learn more Portuguese, and just be inspired to learn it, okay? Because since we've been here in Maru, I have not practiced any sort of Portuguese. I have not. So, I decided that we would go back to Salvador because that was another option. We can go back to Salvador to renew my visa, stay in a hotel, and then come right back. Honestly, it's not worth it. Like, it is not that serious, child. So we're going to Salvador and we're going to stay there, okay? And then at that point, if I like want to get away again and come back to Mata, we can. So earlier today, I started looking at Airbnbs. I'm always looking at Airbnbs. That's the first thing. I'm always gathering locations, neighborhoods, and places to go that interest me based on what our non-negotiables are, which are we are not going to end up a place that is cold, or gets too cloudy or moody weather. No, we're not doing that. And we need to be in walking distance to a beach, walking distance to grocery places or marketplaces. These sorts of things need to be in walking distance. When I was in Salvador last, I was in the neighborhood of Itapúa. Okay, I was in Itapúa and well, no, technically I was in Itapúa and I was in the neighborhood of Stella Maris. And we had to Uber everywhere. And once I started to get my footing, we could walk and stuff like that. So walking is important. Public transportation is going to be important because I do want to utilize public transportation because it is cheap, it's accessible, and is reliable. You'll be surprised how reliable it is in other countries outside of America. So I'm open to that. Those are things that I will at least try when I get where I am going. I made a list of Airbnb locations. I will just go ahead and show you. Okay, so I made a list of Airbnb locations. It only had 25 until earlier today, where I was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot at some of these locations that are outside of my budget, and I'm going to leverage my leverage. My leverage is the fact that I have a YouTube channel now. Yes, when you're seeing this, I have less than 100 followers. However, I did have a somewhat viral video, which is a good indication that I will make more viral videos in the future, okay? And also, I do have a stat that I just looked at through analytics, and I have 101% increase in the last 28 days. So that's a good indicator that my channel will grow. And also, I am not relying on YouTube monetization in order to make money through YouTube. I am utilizing YouTube as my lead magnet in order to bring people who are American women with families looking to move abroad. Okay, these are people that have high value and high paying skills. These are people that are educated in a plethora of things, okay? And these are people that will be traveling. So I can utilize the fact that I'm going to be in front of an audience that particularly travels and will be more influenced, even if just a little bit, to travel to new places, places that I have gone because they've seen my channel. And I can put an Airbnb in the forefront. Okay, even if it is 100 people, it's 100 people right now, but in 6 months, it'll probably be more than 1,000 people. Okay, and the viewership will trickle down to the one or two or 10 videos that I make while staying in the location. So that is my mind frame when I'm going into the negotiation process. Also, when you are negotiating, the process starts at no. It also can end for now at no. Okay. So for me, if a person says no, it's pretty much going to be over because I have some leverage, but I don't have the most leverage, right? So I don't have a bag of tricks. I can just lay everything out with my short proposal, okay? And if they're into it, they're into it. If they're not, that's totally fine. So for me, it's going to be a numbers game. That's how I went from having 25 listings saved to 61 listings saved in under an hour. I picked every Airbnb that I was particularly interested in. I put it in a folder right here. You can see the folder, Salvador 2025. September 23rd through October 30th. Really, I'm only looking for a month stay, but whatever. More than a month doesn't really make much of a difference. So, when you are booking for Airbnb, you're going to get a cheaper rate when you book for a month at a time. And you can also view that particular rate when you set your filter for 1 month. So I set my filter to September 23rd until October 30th or the 23rd. Usually, you're not going to get more of a discount the longer you stay past 30 days. But because this is a business, right? They want someone to occupy this space. So you are a person that can potentially occupy the space. So you want to make sure that you are putting all that you can into your pitch when you're pitching to them. Okay. So I made a list of places. And I think after maybe 12, they blocked me and told me that I had to wait a few hours to send any more messages. And I did. So once I sent the message, okay, let me go ahead and tell you what I said in my script. I went ahead and I made a script. Hello, my name is Mackenzie. I recently left the US to seek adventure and beauty here in Brazil. I'm traveling with my daughter. So far, we have been to Stella Maris, Baragangi, and are now looking for safe housing in Salvador. I wonder, would you accept $600 a month for this accommodation? I would also love to showcase this unit and location for my growing YouTube channel. Okay. And then once people, everybody did not really ask me to see the YouTube channel. Okay. I had multiple people that agreed without seeing the YouTube channel. And then I had other people who were interested in seeing the channel. So made another little script showcasing my channel, Off-Season Odyssey. My channel is unique because my specific audience is American looking for safe refuge. I'm sure you've seen what's going on in the US and culture of their new country. My channel is very new. However, I have grown viewership of 101% in the last 28 days, and I generate income teaching viewers how to move abroad, not necessarily from YouTube monetization. Uh, so I am adding my accommodations to a list of preferred locations in that area. Okay. So for them, this is a long-term move. They can allow me to stay here for a little bit less because you also have to consider that these people aren't getting hounded down all the time because of their listing. You're just not. There's 1,000, 10,000 listings on Airbnb for these locations. So you have to consider that. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot because you'll be really, really, really surprised at how many people don't have people contacting them at all. A lot of people, when they have Airbnbs, people will want to book without any sort of contact. So you're already at an advantage. You're already building rapport when you reach out to them. I told them my name. I told them where I come from. I told them a little bit about where I'm going and what I'm trying to achieve here. And then I also let them know how I can help them, even if it's a little bit. And this is freeness. This is essentially free help by listing them on my YouTube channel, no matter how small it is. Okay. Do not be discouraged. So that is my script that I created, and I literally sent it out to a bunch of people. So let's just start from the beginning. I've already responded to some people, and we'll go over those messages when we get there. So this particular person, I'll show you the listing, show you a little bit about this listing. It's nice, right? And as I show you each listing, I'll kind of talk to you about what my thought process is behind all of this. So this is a nice Airbnb. It's a studio, so it has there's no room, okay? I'm here with an 8-year-old. We do need at least a balcony, a closed bathroom, something, some sort of separation. So I'm already looking at this as if this is more of a liability type of location for me because I can go crazy in here. But I still shot my shot because it was nice. It was in a nice area. Da da da. Let's just see what they go for it. And also, this is a studio. This is like a hotel room space. So I'm not mad at all that, they're not really going to accept my offer. I'm totally fine with that. But that's my thought process when choosing that location. So they said, no, this amount is insufficient. We can make a larger deduction in the amount around 1,000 for the requested period. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate pre-RACIA that. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say to them because I'm not interested. Okay, so can you send the request? I can only put it in reais here. And also the date can be changed because it's until, okay, I will try. I can't request anything from you. Okay, so for this listing, I'll show it to you. This one's really funky. If you haven't noticed, I'm eclectic. Okay, I like different things, vibes. I like things with character. I don't want a serialized environment. I don't like that. So, okay, so this one I found it interesting. There's tile, there's brick, there's a lot of stuff for cooking. That's exciting. There's like a little lounge area here. I haven't seen much of that, don't really know. But I thought it was cute and sweet. I mean, I'm here to relax and get some money. That's all I'm here doing. So I'm fine with that. They had a little nook with a hammock, cute, and it's in the bedroom, looks like. And then this is also the nook, lots of greenery. I loved it, loved it. The bathroom was really nice. I love that as well. Um, yep, this is the shower. This is more of the kitchen area or like storage, kind of, I'm assuming. I don't know. Bedroom. There's a dining room table, and all these things. It does not have a TV. I take that into consideration. It doesn't have a TV. So that's one thing, okay? I talked to them. They said, would you like to stay only on that date? That's for 37 days. I said, I'll be renewing my visa for 90 days. I'm interested in staying longer if the location suits me. But yes, for now, just September 23rd until October 23rd. She asked for my channel. I sent her the script. She said, could we close at $630? I said, sure. She said, right. She said, can you send the request? I can only put it in reais here. And also the date has to be changed because it's October 30th. Oh, okay. Um, I can put book now, right? And then I can put this to this 23 and I can click reserve. So I just want to do my due diligence because I already know that I can't send any requests. You can't. So the whole reason of me reaching out to her is so that she can change the monthly rate to what we agreed upon because I cannot do that. I cannot request that she change her rate. I can only talk to her face to face and request her to do that. But I can't do it and just can't do it. I my only option is to reserve the date requested. I am not able to change the rate myself. Okay, this is where we're gonna do some math. Going here, uh, USD to reais. All right. Okay, so I want to do $630. That is 3,341 reais and 27 cent. Perhaps you can update the reais to I am not able to request a lower rate. My only option is to reserve the date requested. I'm not able to change the rate myself. Perhaps you can update reais to for a monthly stay. All right, so that's that for that. Next. Okay, so this person said, hello, I'm sending you a spectacular offer. Enjoy. You'll love your stay. Amazing location, safe, modern environment. Don't be afraid to book opportunity value. In addition to the discounts that are already there, I sent you an additional 15% discount. Okay, so that's cool. And this is the one that we're talking about here. This one is cool too. Like this one was kind of funky. It was just a shot in the dark, honestly. I just, like I said, a numbers game. I wanted to see who would reply, who wasn't replying, whatever. So this one's cool. It has like a balcony. This is in an apartment building. So it's really small. We have like a kitchenette area. Upstairs is like where you would lay down, a bed, a sofa. There is no TV in here. Oh, there's a TV right up there. So they basically told me that they already have discount, but they have offered another discount and basically for me to check it out. And amazing, thank you. Amazing. Boom. Okay. Sent me a special offer. And if you click book now, I can see the offer, and the offer lasts for 1 day. Okay, so they did lower it down a bit, but no. It's very small and it doesn't exactly meet my needs, but Okay. So this person, let me show you this one. This person was pretty responsive very early on, and this is a beautiful, beautiful um, unit. So this is oh, that's the walk-in, okay? This is the little kitchenette. This is a shared dining area. I don't know why he's even showing that. This is the room. It has a balcony, a small TV, small bathroom. It does have a gym and a pool, which I was interested in. So yeah, I'm not worried about this at all. I'm fine, the fact. So he said, "How are you? Your proposal is for $600 for 37 nights. It is safe and comfortable you're looking for. You've found the right place. If safety and comfort is what you're looking for, you found the right place. Could you tell me what your YouTube channel is?" I confirmed what I was asking for. I sent him my script about my YouTube channel. He said, "I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. Look, your proposal was well below the amount I'm asking for the nightly rate, and I'm still giving you 20% off for the month. But could we negotiate? It would be a pleasure to welcome you. I am aware of everything that has been happening in your country, and I am very sorry that the cradle of democracy in the world is undergoing a truly unique test of its democratic strength. Regardless of anything, I hope you're being well received in my country and have good experiences to tell. It's always a pleasure to welcome our city to those who are open to our culture." Aw, that is very considerate. And I appreciate. So, child, obviously I didn't really look at um the listing because I'm not really interested in the listing. Let me go ahead and make sure I don't have it too many times. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so he basically said he's not lowering his rate, and that's okay. That is very considerate. I appreciate you. I am trying to find the best location. Of course, if yours is the one. All right, so did they send that? Oh yeah, this is $1,300 for what I just showed you. No. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that's it, right? Okay, so then I talked to Erica. We have an ongoing conversation right now with Erica. And this one is the one. I think this is the one. It is entire rental unit in Salvador, Brazil. Green is my color, so I'm naturally navigated. Uh, I'm naturally gravitated to green. Okay, guys, so we have here. I think there's an ant crawling on my leg. Hold on. So, sofa bed, couch, air conditioning, books, reading material, and a TV. Yes, this is a lot of space. My daughter likes to do cartwheels, so she needs some space to do cartwheels. Um, you can see the sofa bed here, the living space and area here, some windows. I would love to see what's inside the windows, but we can't. I imagine this is like a linen closet over here. And this is what it looks like from the kitchen, from the living room into the kitchen. I love when they show you angles. You want to see the angles of the place, okay? All right, this is what it looks like. Sitting down, a vibe, a vibe, a vibe, a vibe, a vibe. It's a vibe. A nice shoe rack. See here. Nice, quaint little kitchen. I love smaller kitchens these days. It's so easy to keep clean, and it's just a really good feeling. Okay, they have coffee maker, freezer, stove, blender, nice size refrigerator. Kitchen's really nice looking. Everything's beautiful. Here's the bedroom, queen size bed. Me and my daughter are sharing beds. We have been sharing beds her whole life, honey. And so far in our travels, we've had multiple rooms, multiple beds. Right now, we have four beds, and we're only utilizing one. So I just figured, you know what? Let's just go ahead with a one bedroom going forward because there's no point. There's like no point. Even when I put her in the bed, of course, they get up and get in your bed. Doesn't matter. So this bathroom is a really nice size. This is nice. I like it. And balcony, beautiful, beautiful balcony. You can really enjoy some stuff out there, okay? And then you get to see the city, which I love it. I love this one. This is the one that I really, 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 really like. So let me see. Oop, excuse me. Okay. Okay. So I sent it to her. She said, "How are you?" She replied immediately, "I'm very happy about your adventure in Brazil. I hope it's enriching your life. Can you send me your YouTube channel? I'd love to follow too. How long do you plan to be there?" She had already sent me a request to book. However, the rate did not change. So I'll talk to her about that right now. So she said, "I pre-approved your request with the dates from 9 to 23, da da da, da 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 da." I'm wondering if she saw what I was actually asking for because the rate hasn't changed. I sent her my script about my YouTube channel. How wonderful. Your work is wonderful. Congratulations. I have some African American friends here in Salvador. I can connect you with them too. I subscribe to your channel. I don't rent for more than a month and a half for that amount because from November we're entering high season. It's almost summer and the values increase. But this period you want initially can happen, and then if you want to keep the high value, that's fine too. We can close until 10:30 for this amount and that for this amount that is on the platform. I've already pre-approved you and that's left is yours, okay? And all that's left is yours. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And look forward word to your to staying here, to staying. I want to confirm because of translation. You agree, translation. You agree to to for to 600 for the month. Wait a minute, let me see what it says again. Hold on. Oh Lord, all my stuff just got erased. Yeah, so this doesn't even um list like a yeah for the month for the time frame of um September 23 through October 23. US dollars for the time frame of I do understand you said after I understand you said the value will increase in November because of summer period. Okay. So I think what she was saying is that she'd love to have me here. The price is what it is what I think she said. Um, I don't really know. Okay, so this person wants you change. Once you change, I don't know what she's talking about, so I'm going to, okay, so let me go ahead and change the date from here to here. Hold on a minute, that's not what I was trying to do. From here to here, check availability. Oh yeah, change the dot. So it says, yeah, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. You can change the date. You can change the date. Like, okay, let me see what I can do here. And I want to change the date. Showing you guys the process. This is what it's like going back and forth with um Airbnb owners, and I still have not shown you the messages from people that agree. All right, so it looks like she agreed to that. I have to change the date for that one. I don't really know what she's talking about. I sent this to this guy. He said his monthly minimum is $1,000. I said, okay, thank you. This person did not respond, and these other people did not respond. This girl asked me to confirm the period I would be staying and then let me know that she'll get back to me shortly. I said, okay. I gave her the information about my stay. And then this woman right here, she said, I can offer you a promotional offer. I'm on the road, but I'll send it later when she gets signal, she says. And then I don't know if this is her offer. 914 bucks. Because that's not really what I want. She asked me a few questions as well. Like this one, let me show you this one. This one's not special. Let me show you. Here it is right here. Crazy looking bathroom. So it does have a balcony, but it's a lot older. Brilliant windows, but it's old. Like if I'm gonna pay $900, honey, I'm gonna go not for an old place. I'm not. So we can get her out of there. See the proposal? That's for you. For you to pre-approve on Airbnb. This is the value and the dates that appear to me. It appears in reais here. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Here on my end, it is an offer for 1,000 US dollars. I love your place. Okay, here on my end is an offer for 100 and US dollars. I love your place. I was hoping we could agree on a lower rate, but I understand if you cannot. I was hoping we can agree on the rate, but I understand if you cannot go lower. If you cannot, I'm sure you have a, I'm sure you have many requests for this location. Okay, so I kind of said that to be like, remind her, like, girl, there's nobody else but me interested in this location. So the rate you're offering me, it's a little bit lower, but it's not very much lower. So what are we talking about here? Are you wanting me to stay here or not? I really can't tell. But and then I had another person here, her right here. Um, I told her um the same thing. She said that the property is available on requested dates. However, payment is made through, yeah. I told her paying through Airbnb is fine. And then she let me know that I will have to contribute 200 reais, which is 40 US dollars, for energy consumption. That's what I do here. Um, and she said, if that's okay, I'll go ahead and do it. So then I click book now, and it's a rate at $700, which I don't necessarily mind. Um, so that will be that's the rate that she's offering. Okay, so negotiation is about both people getting their needs met. So I said $600 as just throwing the number out there. Perhaps I'm willing to go higher. That's not information that they necessarily need to know, but I do want to get final offers on the locations that I selected. So I do now have, after sending out a million different requests, and I'm gonna send a few more before bed, I got 3 offers, and I would say that's really, really wonderful. And of course, I still have the option to go back to Stella Maris and stay where I stayed before when I originally came to Brazil, which I don't necessarily want to do. I want to be in the heart of Salvador this time. So I hope this was very, very helpful to you. If you have not already answered the two most important questions when planning a move abroad, which is how much will it cost me to move abroad, and when can I leave? Use the Moving Abroad Toolkit. You can also watch the free Moving Abroad Toolkit masterclass to learn how exactly to use the toolkit and learn more about what it does, how it can transform your moving experience. Okay? And if you're a person that just wants to go fast, you want to move abroad, you may not know where, but you're ready to leave now. I would suggest signing up for the 8-week intensive where we go fast. We answer all the questions and have weekly calls to help plan and execute, keep you accountable on executing your plan to move abroad. Okay. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll see you on the other side.